samples loaded, but now what we want to do is, for Reason, we want to actually be able to save it as a patch. Okay? So you're going to want to save this as a patch so we can use in other sessions. First thing we're going to have to do, guys, is we're going to go to File, Song Self-Contained Settings. Okay? So right here, we're going to go to File, Song Self-Contained Settings. When you open this window, the key here is that all of these things need to be unchecked. So as long as they're not checked, you're golden. All right? Now the reason that they're unchecked for us now is because we didn't sample into Reason. If we sample into Reason, they'll automatically be checked as a song self-contained setting. Now here's the key. The key with this is, if we leave them unchecked, we can save this as a patch. And what the patch is going to do is it's going to be loadable in any of our Reason sessions, but that patch is going to index or resource a folder of samples on the hard drive that you must leave in the same location, which means if you ever move that samples folder, it doesn't have anything to index and it won't be able to load the patch. Does that make sense? Yeah. So as long as you keep it in the same spot and you keep them together, you're golden. Downside to it is, that means if you wanted to share your session with somebody and say, hey, check out my session or work with my session.
You actually have to share the whole entire files and everything.
Exactly. So those files have to go with it. If you self-contain them, which is what this box shows with all those check boxes, if you choose to self-contain them, what it'll do is it'll embed them all inside of a single Reason file. But the problem with it is you can't save it as a patch. So the good news is it's one file and you can share it and you can take it to other places. Like you can take it from here to home and not have to carry along with it the folder, the audio files folder for the samples, and then you can load it there and it works. The downside is if you were creating a new Reason session, you can't just load that sample or that patch that you just created. You know what I mean? So it's kind of better, to me, it's better to keep the samples in a sample folder. So my suggestion to you, you're going to make a sample folder, make a master overall sample folder. Everything as you sample and grow and develop, you should just keep it all in that sample folder and carry it with you. You could literally save it on a hard drive and have that hard drive be just nothing but your samples. And then as long as if you were here at school, you just plug that hard drive in, you can use all those patches. You know, you take it to another computer system, you can load up all those patches. That's the best way to do it, all right? But it does take you remembering where the samples are saved and keeping them somewhere where you're not going to delete them or move them. Cool? So we're going to keep these unchecked. If these were checked, we would have to uncheck them. Yes, sir?
So is there like a certain hierarchy that we need to have in our patches folder?
Well, what I like to do with mine is I'll do master samples. So like on my laptop, I have a master sample folder. Every sample goes in there. When we're done with this class, I'm going to take these samples and I'm going to load them into the master sample folder. And in the master sample folder, there's a folder that I'll have that'll be just patches. So I'll have all my patches in one folder and all my samples in one folder. And all my samples will be sorted. Grand piano samples, string samples, guitar samples, anything that was sampled, drums, they'll all be sorted in those kinds of folders. As long as they all report to one giant folder, and it's best if the one folder has both the patch and the sample together, then you can just take that one folder anywhere with you. You know what I mean? Load it onto a hard drive, take it with you. You know, that's the best way to do it. So what we're going to do now is save your session real quick. So save your Reason session real quick. And then right here where this says...
Oh, we click OK?
Huh?
Click OK or cancel?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, just click OK, yeah. Right here where it says Save Patch on the NNXT, see it right here? We're going to go ahead and save that. Hit save. Now this is key. Don't save it where it tells you to, where it's like already automatically saving to. You need to go in and on your hard drive. I already have it on mine, which is why mine has that, because it says Reason class sessions and then patches. But you're going to want to go in and make sure, because I have like my new spring here, my new sample folder. So here are all my new samples. What I'm going to do is I want to save this in a new folder. I'll call it patches. Oh, although for some reason this one didn't. Hold on. We'll do this one. Patches. And then guess what? This is my Baldwin grand piano. Oops. And it's going to go ahead and save that patch, and now I can load it anywhere I go.
the folder within the folder within the folder within the folder.
Is this supposed to be actually saved as a folder?
Yeah, you should have created a new folder, right? Huh? Did you create a new folder for your patches?
I'm going to right now.
Okay. Actually, let me. I'll be right back. Let me grab something. We're almost done. Almost done.
Yeah, what I did was I created my master samples folder, the big giant folder. And within that folder, I made a patches folder. And within my patches folder, this is where I put my Baldwin Grand piano. My teachers tell me not to do that because that's a lot of clicking going within folder, within folder, within folder. But so I like to keep myself organized. Organized mess. Makes no sense. Why would we be allies with teenage? Makes no sense. Who would be enemies with it? Makes no sense. Oh no, what do you think about this? Part of a reason of being allies with somebody else is because you have a common enemy, right? Well, one of my alliance has became allies with another. There's basically the top. We are the top 3 powerhouses of the kingdom, and my alliance is like the 3rd or 4th power, and we just got a